right at the table.
It may have been impulsive.
May?
You remember when you decided to call Hannibal?
Talk to him.
You told him we knew.
Mm-hmm. The What's up people? Thanks for joining us today. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Last time we checked in with Hannibal and Will, they were playing hide and seek in the catacombs. So let's see where the story takes us today. Today we're checking out episode 3 and 4. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get into it. Is this the Wayne Manor? Careful, Will. Alfred would whoop your ass. So is this like Hannibal's ancestors' crib? Not ancestors, but like family? Oh, are you looking for Hannibal's sister? Yeah, that's her grave. The hell is that? Is that his sister? She ain't playing with that gun. I thought he said his sister was dead. A hunter. Is she gonna help us catch Hannibal? The mirroring is crazy. It's so interesting that we rarely see him actually cooking with the parts at the time when they're still like recognizable parts. You know what I mean? Usually it's just the meat. But I think this season and some of last season, we would see the parts. Like we would see the full leg before he starts cooking, or we'll see other body parts, not just the meat. Like recognizable, kind of like here we saw him chop the whole hand off. So
the committees have a new curator. They do not miss the old one.
If my victory pleased the professor, I could not tell.
Then you weren't paying attention.
I pay lots of attention, but not in a wide-eyed, indiscriminate way.
Jesus, right at the table.
It may have been impulsive.
May?
I can't see. Mi ricordo il curatore.
Jesus.
Bellissimo.
Is she gonna take...
Technically, you killed him.
No longer interested in preserving the peace you found here?
You cannot preserve entropy. It gradually descends into disorder.
2 men from the Capone are dead.
For real.
I can only claim one. Technically.
You're drawing them to you, aren't you? All of them.
I own the night. Let them come. Please tell me that's Jack Crawford. Yeah. We got Morpheus in this bitch. Come on, man. Come into focus. Come into focus. Yeah. I like that. That was hard. I love the beard, man. Come on, brother.
Dr. Lector is careful. He will strike. But his needs don't force him to strike often.
There were long periods when Il Mostro didn't strike at all. This is the first in 20 years.
He's been striking in America.
My city mocks me. My hunt for Il Mostro's led to the crows peck at my heart. How is your heart?
Well pecked. If he hasn't already, Il Monstro will return to Florence.
Come back with me. We have a chance to regain our reputations and enjoy the honors of our trade by capturing the monster.
Together.
Here for the monster. No nella mia casa. Not my house, not my fire. I'm here for Will Graham.
Does Jack feel like Will betrayed him? She's already on your ass, my boy. If she didn't see the fire, she definitely see the flashlight by now. Fireflies. You would not believe your eyes if 10,000 fireflies. I appreciate that she don't have the same palette as Hannibal. There's no way she doesn't know he's here, right? Chicken bone. Huh? Who the f is in the dungeon?
You're trespassing.
I'm a friend of Hannibal.
He sent you?
I wouldn't say that.
You're keeping him like an animal.
I wouldn't do this to an animal.
Is that their father or something?
What did he do?
He ate her.
Misha? How long has he been your prisoner?
We have been each other's prisoner for a very long time.
However did you find yourself in this situation?
That question applies to both of us.
And the answer's probably the same.
Hannibal.
What's your name?
Gio.
I was hoping that was Hannibal's sister Nisha and she was actually alive. But then I saw she was being played by an Asian actress and I was like, maybe that's just like they just casted her and it couldn't be Hannibal's sister. But I was hoping that was her and maybe she wasn't really dead, because honestly with this show, anybody that tell you is dead, if you don't see their lifeless bodies, I'm not buying it. I mean, Miriam, freaking Abigail, Jack, Will, Alana, if you don't see their lifeless bodies, like, I'm not buying it. So I thought maybe Hannibal didn't know Nisha was actually dead. But anyways, let's continue.
How do you know Hannibal?
Last time I saw him, he left me with a smile.
On my stomach.
I first prepared this dish in honor of my sister when I was very young.
I'm sure you've perfected the recipe over the years.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it has stayed the same since season 1. It's almost like he's getting a hard on, like watching people eat human meat without knowing that they are. It's like the way his eyes, the only time his eyes are like that is when he's looking at Will. And I mean, this just shows how easily it is for you to eat something that, if it's prepared good enough, that's always been my philosophy. Not philosophy, but that's just been my thinking about food. Because obviously I'm from a different part of the world. Sometimes I mention some of the things I eat or I love to eat back home and cooked. Not even anything weird, like brown beans, for example. The way my mom would make brown beans with the spices, with the oils, with fried plantain, bruh. You eat these beans, freaking lick your fingers till you lick the skin off because it was so good. You mention beans around here to some people and they can't even, and it's just like, you can eat anything, honestly. It just depends on who's making it and how well they make it. Obviously, there are things that have an acquired taste, but it depends on who's making it, man. You cannot pay me to eat mac and cheese because, like, I didn't grow up eating cheese. I don't like it that much. But there have been some cheese that I have tasted and I was like, oh boy. But I remember we're at this Vietnamese restaurant. Me and my wife, we took our niece on a date. She's like 3. We took her to the museum, different things. And when we went there, we ordered different foods and we got her like a kids mac and cheese. And she couldn't finish her food. So like, we were just eating it because we didn't want to waste. And boy, when I had that mac and cheese, I was like, yo, it was so good. It was a little bit spicy. Flavors were packed. So we can pretty much eat anything. Depends on who makes it and how well they make it. Like all the people we've watched eating Hannibal's food and how he explains it and makes a whole like theater out of the food and everything. It's like gulping it down like there's no tomorrow, not knowing that you're eating someone's butt cheek or their liver. It's crazy. Look at him watching them consume it.
Misha doesn't explain Hannibal. She doesn't quantify what he does.
Right.
He does what was done to her.
Oh.
How do you know it was your prisoner who killed Misha?
Hannibal told me so.
Can we believe that?
Do you know where he is?
Why are you looking for him after he left you with a smile?
I've never known myself
Interesting.
as well as I know myself when I'm with him.
You won't find Hannibal here. There are places on these grounds he cannot safely go. Bad memories.
Kryptonite.
Hannibal wanted to kill that man for what he did to Misha. I wouldn't let him take his life.
Let me pause here real quick. So, if what she's saying is true, or if what Hannibal has told her is true, he does what he does because of what was done to his sister. And I like Will's pushback on it that like that shouldn't justify all the things he do and have done, or even quantify. So because that man in the prison ate his sister, goes around eating people, I'm sure more will be added to that in due time.
So Hannibal left his life with me.
Interesting.
He was curious if you would kill. I imagine he still is.
Curiosity for sure still. So what is this relationship? Again, rhetorical question. Don't answer, please. It's like, it's definitely not sexual or romantic. Is it more like just a companion? Kind of like a pet? Shout out to Invincible for anyone who've seen Invincible. Because this dude is all about curiosity and this and that. I'm sure it's nice having someone to chat with. Or is she just taking up space before Wilt comes back? Because she clearly don't want to be there. She tried to run, but he made her an accomplice.
Why can't you go home, Hannibal? What happened to you there?
Touchy subject.
Nothing happened to me. I happened.
Oof. I happened.
How did your sister taste?
Uh-oh. It's almost like she ran away. It's almost like she ran away from him after going that close. He wants to use him as bait?
Go!
What are you on, Will? Like, what's the plan here? I love his beard, man. Come on.
Will Graham understands Hannibal. He accepts him. Now, who among us doesn't want understanding and acceptance?
Right. Your prisoner is gone. He came back? What have you done, Will?
I'm sorry.
Isn't that what Hannibal wants? For her to kill him?
It was you I wanted to set free.
I was just thinking that.
You said Hannibal was curious if I would kill. You were curious too.
I didn't want this.
Yes, you did. You were doing what he does.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be proud of you.
That's true.
I'll help you find him.
Why would you help me?
I've no reason to stay. Not anymore.
It's so interesting, all the traits he's gotten from Hannibal. How to manipulate, how to get his own way. Wow. Even displaying the body there for Hannibal. Is that a moth? What have you become, Will? Jesus. If you just started watching the show in this episode, you might think he is Hannibal. Or his very, very good apprentice. What did Will say a couple of scenes ago? The way I've known myself around Hannibal, around him, it makes me think, like, are we all capable of something like this if we are around a Hannibal? You know what I mean? Are we all capable of about this if we have the right amount of like negative influence and reinforcement around us? Because I think back and like I was my nastiest when I was around a roommate that was very toxic and abusive. Obviously I played a role in my behaviors around that time, but some people just have a way of bringing some things out of you, some things that your common sense and integrity and nobility would usually push down or like tame. Some people just have a way of pushing that out of you.
What your sister made you feel was beyond your conscious ability to control or predict.
Or negotiate.
I would suggest what Will Graham makes you feel is not dissimilar. Force
Interesting.
of mind and circumstance.
Love. He pays you a visit or he doesn't.
Same with forgiveness.
Misha didn't betray me. She influenced me to betray myself, but I forgave her that influence.
We know what Hannibal forgiveness can be, so I'm sticking on that sentence very closely. Because he forgave Will right before and after cutting his stomach open and gutting Abigail. So is the whole shit with that man just bull? Did he do that to his sister, or did the man do?
There is only one way you will forgive Will Graham.
by ending him.
I have to eat him.
Lord have mercy. And I don't think he meant in the fun way either. So that does conclude that he ate his sister, right? And I always love like his conversations with Bedelia, because like she's still serving as this, man, I should get choker chains. Sometimes because of the way I sit back, my chains like get closer to my neck, and I love how it looks. I should get more choker chains. Look at that. Shit, boy. But like Bedelia, I always love her conversations with Hannibal because she's still acting as this therapist, friend, guardian, life coach role for Hannibal. Maybe that's why he keeps her around, because like with every relationship Hannibal has in this show is like utility based, like how am I using you, you know? And I think even a character like him is not like, yes, have a god complex, but is still like learned and teachable, if that makes sense. Like, yes, he got big brain for days, but I believe he's a character that like is still open to ideas. A lot of times the smartest people in the room are the people who like want to learn more and like want to listen to other people's perspectives. Interesting. So he is gonna eat Will. And I love the subtle, after she said that, you could see him like gulp. Like this man salivated a little bit at just the thought of eating Will before he said it out. Crazy. Sharp episode. I love the delayed reveal of Jack Crawford all bearded up, you know what I'm saying? God, the way he killed the other dude that was always like petty towards him, and the fact that he could still talk and laugh, but he was blind. Jesus. If y'all have been watching since season 1, you all know that like one of my favorite things is seeing Hannibal shaken a little bit. I don't know the right term to use, like not in his right cool, calm, collected way. I mean, we saw that when he got a little bit sloppy in season 1 with Tobias. We saw that around Will a few times where he got like, essentially whenever he gets played, and it's so fun to see him like break that streamlined focus he always has. She giving him queries saying that was impulsive, and what did he say? Something about like, oh, just a little bit, or like, you know, it's so fun seeing him not break character per se, but like, you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that was tight. A
few moments later.
All right. Next episode.
Hannibal Lector lost something. A limb here, a lung there, a few feet of intestines. The dead at least have the luxury of being done with what they lost.
There's no way he's alive.
That little itch must be telling you something.
How does it sound like Joker?
Are you wearing makeup? How long does it take you to put your face on in the morning?
Now that I've got the routine down, no time at all.
He survived.
You show me yours, and I'll show you mine.
He's trying so hard to be Heath Ledger. Or am I tripping? They're taking it up piece by piece. Is this gonna be YouTube safe?
I understand you.
Barely.
How do you relieve the agony of waiting for Dr. Lecter's capture? What do you fantasize about?
Torturing other people?
What would happen if Hannibal Lecter was in your hands?
I worry we're heading into territory not secured by your fee. I think I need to look elsewhere for somebody to attend to my emotional well-being. Goodbye, Dr. Jordan.
Happy hunting.
Everywhere this man goes, man, he just leaves death, destruction, deformities.
Supposed to leave. We couldn't leave without you.
Oh. Still having visions. Oh, we're doing this shit again? Chilton.
He knew exactly how to cut you. They said it was surgical. He wanted you to live. Left us to die.
But we didn't.
This show is beautifully shot. I was just thinking in my head, isn't that the same conversation we've had? He was imposing Abigail on Chilton. Man.
I can help you get Hannibal Lector out of your head.
And into your hospital.
Hell no.
There's opportunity here. For both of us. We can catch the man who framed and maimed us.
There's no opportunity here, Frederick. Not for you.
That was their final dinner. Interesting. That was one way it could have went, right? Have they met since it happened? I want to know. Hopefully this is it. Yes.
You remember when you decided to call Hannibal?
Talk to him.
You told him we knew.
I told him to leave. So I wanted him to run.
He's being honest.
Why? Because he was my friend. And because I wanted to run away with him.
That's brave. Telling that to Jack. Oh, Alana. Are you alive or dead? Paralyzed? Yes, alive. The fact that they showed her skeleton as glass. Yep, I don't think she's moving again.
Which is something you cannot say. That I did not warn you.
Are you here to gloat, my guy? You were all fooled.
I do not mean to kick you when you are down.
But you are, though.
Will Graham could use a breakthrough.
Being broken was his breakthrough.
Being broken was yours. Will has not had his breakthrough yet. He is saving that for Dr. Lector.
I'm glad she's alive, at least. This man was throwing himself at that door. It's crazy.
What are you doing here?
And the crazy thing about it is, I think for Alana, it's like, I feel like there has to be a different level to it too, because like you also gave this man your body, like your intimacy, like all of that. Like the betrayal for all of them, I think for her, it hits different, because being in that vulnerable spot when she was missing Will, and also coming to terms with the idea that Will potentially tried to kill Hannibal, you know, and Hannibal freaking flew in. Yeah, what Chilton said earlier, the painful part is that like it was probably way too easy for Hannibal to do all this, to play all of them the way he did. Way too easy.
After everything he's done, can you still ignore the worst in him?
I came here to be alone, Alana.
I see.
If you wouldn't mind.
I see. No friendship is even there left. No friendship, no acquaintance. Oh shit, Alana can walk. That's surprising. Like Chilton.
Can you please let your brother know I'm here? He knows.
Margot, you can leave us now.
If my brother offers you chocolate, politely refuse.
Kind of like them kids. It's interesting seeing that the siblings coexist.
I want you to understand, Dr. Bloom, that this is not a revenge thing.
Oh?
I've forgiven Dr. Lecter as our savior forgave the Roman soldiers.
Forgiveness isn't all it's cracked up to be, Mr. Verger. I don't need religion to appreciate the idea of Old Testament revenge.
Okay.
Jack. Are you there?
Bella still be alive, man. Please.
I know I was dead. All that was left for me to do was die. I thought if I could hear your voice, we both wouldn't have to die alone.
I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of what it will be like to be dead. I'm more curious of any what ifs than I am of any absolutes. You can do something I can't. You can cut out what's killing you.
But she can't. I just want to say the addition of Bella's story to this show was amazing. The addition of their marriage and relationship dynamic to Jack's story, I'm so happy he's there, because like, I mean, the show could have worked without us seeing like Jack's home life. It could have worked fine, you know what I'm saying? But the way Bella is such an amazing character, and the stories the show uses her to tell in connection with Hannibal, with Jack, showing us a more caring and like nurturing side of Jack. Amazing. The
first thing you did after getting shot in the face was copyright Hannibal the Cannibal.
The catchphrase is a trademark and protected as a form of property. You are alive because you did not pull that glass from your neck. Will Graham is alive because Hannibal Lecter likes him that way. Going to lead you right to him.
Oh, no, he's not to me. I've let them both go. I've let it all go.
I don't think he can let it go that easily. It's almost like Chilton is just looking for anyone he can get to help him go after Hannibal. Man, death can be a sometimes, man. Why are they focusing on it so much? With this show, I can't trust anything, man. I don't like what this scene is implying. Did he put her down? Jesus.
God, I love you and White.
Jack?
She'll look beautiful.
Jesus. I hope he did that because I don't even know if that's right too. Like, I hope he did that because he wanted to put her out of like her misery because of their previous conversation about how she's like just curious for the unknown and not afraid. I hope that's the reason why he did that, because he didn't want anything to hold him down, because chasing Hannibal and going after Will was more enticing. I mean, it did seem like a loving scene, like a heartfelt moment, but I'm not just sure right now. R.I.P. Bella. Why are they trying to make this the saddest episode of Hannibal, man? She is so beautiful, man. If that's from Hannibal, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I'm so sorry.
Of course.
Jack.
I was there when her heart stopped. And I held on to her till her brain died. I hope she can see in my heart. She had to die on me. I knew it was coming. I know what's coming for you, Will. You don't have to die on me, too.
He gave him the note.
I'd like you to begin arrangements for Dr. Hannibal Lector to be eaten alive.
Do you have a preference for how you would like him prepared?
Oh, calm down. If I had lips, I would smile.
More face work. Oh, this is initially. Skin grafting.
You're preparing the theater of Hannibal's death. Just doing my part to get him to the stage.
It's dope to finally hear her own, what is it, motive? Yeah, motive. Like why she's even doing this. Because everyone has something. Everyone that, I love this episode because everyone who Hannibal has taken something from, they all have a motive. Some is revenge. Some they just want to watch when the house burned down. Abigail is not here to do any of those. Beam pop, boom pop, bam. Type of stuff a man you won't understand. Why the doggy's going crazy? Stranger.
Where's Will?
He's already gone, Jack.
He's in Europe.
Will knows what he has to do. Do you?
They all feel like season 1, season 2 was a lifetime ago. Honestly. Is Abigail gonna be here with him? What are y'all trying to imply? That Will went to Europe on a boat? Or was he just outside soul searching? Amazing episodes, man. Yeah, I think that sums up this episode. Them just showing us everybody's like motive going after Hannibal. R.I.P. to Bella. I think maybe I misread that final scene with her and Jack, because they made it seem like Jack was like poisoning her or like killing her, which was fucked up in his own right. But RIP to her. I talked about loving her addition to this show. She's not just a love interest for Jack. She actually played into a lot of the themes with Hannibal and letting go and dying and his up curiosity. The scene with Will and Jack, I'm surprised Will told Jack the truth, like word for word, bar for bar, that like I wanted to leave with him. Huh? Who? Tough. Well, if I say this, don't see it as me nitpicking. Well, it is nitpicking. And you only nitpick, honestly, when everything else is literal perfection. But I'm a fan of characters actually dying in TV shows and movies. Because I feel like some people play too safe and no one dies. But on the other extreme, some shows and movies use death just for shock value and it has no weight. Although I love seeing all my favorite characters, all our casts survive, but it's like that's just it. All of them survived. I mean, Alana, Abigail, we already thought she was dead, but seeing Chilton, Alana, all of them survive Hannibal. It's, yes, it is nitpicking, I'm aware. You don't have to school me on why they're still alive. Like I said, I enjoy seeing all my favorite characters back. But yeah, after the season finale, I'm like, I won't be surprised if at least 2 of them die. I won't be surprised. But I'm glad Alana is still here. I'm glad Jack is still here. Will, I knew Will had to survive because, I mean, it's Will Graham. Like, the shows are centered around him. Well, Hannibal, but you know what I mean, what Hannibal wants. Jack, I was like, if Jack dies, man, that would be a big loss. Abigail, there was no way they were gonna double dip. Like, I felt it in my spirit that Abigail was gone. And amazing. And for those of you who watch my conclusions, here's your gift. You get to see Gus. Gus, tell those people thank you for watching the end of the video. I know he's ready to lick fingers. Good night, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day. Much love to you. Yep, he's licking my pinky right now.
A few moments later.
Hello fans of Hannibal. Today we are continuing this amazing show, episode 5 and 6. All I could think about from last episode was Bella and her passing and that beautiful moment that they shared either in her mind or Jack's mind of their wedding. I think that was precious, and how it's transitioned beautifully into her funeral. A funeral that no one attended, by the way. Only Jack and Will. So I wonder what was up with that. Is it because Bella always said she don't want people to remember her as her sick self? Maybe that was a request she had, that like no one be at her funeral, you know. But let's get into 5 and 6 today. Thank you all for watching. Hannibal has been amazing. Can't wait to see how the season ends.
How do you know Hannibal's in Florence?
Botticelli.
I've never been to Italy.
Italia. I love how this scene was shot on a train but in the shadows.
Well, Graham is en route to kill you, while you lie in wait to kill him. Now that's reciprocity.
Just like Hannibal and Jack. Fireflies. I mean, does that last scene also implies that they have a sexual relationship now? Because I mean, homie is shirtless and massaging her neck and stuff. That's not something we saw before. Well, he did give her a bath, but I think that was more of a, I mean, that could be platonic, but this seemed more sexual in nature, which is so interesting because she low-key don't want to be there. Low-key. El monstruo. Now Jack don't have anything to live for. He's just all for Hannibal now, and Will. Her ashes. He did say he would take her to Italy. Bella's gold. Why do they make every shot so beautiful? That's interesting. Normally people keep the ring to remember.
Strange to talk so much. Not used to hearing voices outside my head.
For real. She's been there a while.
If you don't kill him, you're afraid you're going to become him.
Yes.
Interesting.
There are means of influence other than violence.
He's going to become him if he doesn't kill him. Wow, face to face.
I was wondering if you ever met your predecessor.
Never met him. Read several of his monographs.
Shocking resemblance, eh?
You may have had the last word with Sogliato. Your colleague, Signor Albizzi, tells me no one has spoken to Professor Sogliato since he declined your invitation to dinner. He is the second to have disappeared from the palazzo.
I think you're a patsy of the patsy. Am I correct?
How do you know that?
You resemble a figure di della Robbia Rundles in your family's chapel at Santa Croce.
Wow.
The Pazzi family were all brought low that Sunday. If you come upon anything, Dr. Fell, anything personal from the missing man, would you call me?
Of course, Commendatore.
Oh boy. Amazing conversation. And now I am instantly worried for our boy, because you show your face to Hannibal. You probably weren't on his radar before, but now you clearly are. Oh boy. He's on your ass now. He's the one. The amount of attention they put into the smallest thing they shoot, it's ridiculous. It's amazing.
I may have information about Hannibal Lector.
Do you know where he is now?
I believe so. Is the reward in effect?
Hello?
I suggest you contact an attorney to discuss the legality of bounties. May I recommend one? There is one in Geneva. I encourage you strongly to call him and be frank about the matter. Would you like the number, sir?
Hello?
Give me the number.
What in the John Wick is going on here? Bounty? We got bounties now? The plot thickens.
You've met Inspector Pazzi before.
In my youth. Chief Inspector at the Florentine Questura has to decide what his honor is worth.
What is it worth to be known as the man who caught Hannibal Lector?
For a policeman, credit has a short half-life. Better to sell me.
This dude. 10 steps ahead, I guess.
What are you hoping to find?
I'm not searching for Hannibal.
Oh?
I know exactly where he is.
Is he in Florence?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me you knew?
I told you. There are means of influence other than violence.
Oh? Right on. Means of influence other than violence. The f. Is he still dreaming? What? In the middle of nowhere? Is this real or is he still dreaming? Come this way, the stag says. I do not like that sound. So why did she do that? Because she wants Hannibal to herself? Or she wants to take him down by herself?
I will privately pay $3 million for the doctor alive. No questions asked, discretion guaranteed. Those terms include a $100,000 advance. To qualify for the advance, you must provide a positively identifiable fingerprint from Dr. Lector.
Good luck.
We'll get the rest of the money when he is delivered alive and in our hands.
It's so interesting to see how Alana has aligned herself with someone who has the resources to get at Hannibal. Very interesting.
Hannibal's going to kill him, you know.
It's almost like putting a bounty on freaking Satoru Gojo. It's like, good luck with that. I don't want you to die, man. I like him far too much.
I brought something I thought you might like to see.
Something from his family?
It was supposedly worn by Francesco de Pazzi when he met his aunt. My family's guild, casting iron.
Nice gloves.
Beneath the figure is written a name. Can you make it out?
It says Pazzi.
This is your ancestor, Francesco, hanging outside the palazzo. This particular illustration is bows out. I've seen others bows in. By all accounts, Francesco was led astray by 30 pieces of silver from the hand of the papal. It's hard to see, but here's where the Archbishop bit him. Eyes wild. As he choked, the Archbishop locked his teeth in Patsy's flesh.
He can't keep getting away with this. Like, he can't keep getting away with this. How cold is it that every single, like, element surrounding these characters, whenever Hannibal knows something is up, every single element just plays into like the scenario so perfectly. We've seen it so many times where like he's having a conversation with someone about something so random, but like there's hidden messages in there that he knows what's going on. There are like hidden warnings in there. And him bringing and making this heirloom is like, dude, he's just so cold, man. He's done it with everybody. With Will, Alana, Jack, Tobias, with the strings and the belly, like everybody. And if they're paying attention, it's like, oh, the jig is up. But we've also seen some people who weren't like that attentive and they were dead before they even knew what was going on. He can't keep getting away with this, man. It's so clean. Like him bringing up the 30 pieces of silver, alluding to the freaking bounty and whatnot. Bro, it's 30 pieces of silver. How much is Pigman paying him? What, 3 million? Come on, man. Like, how did he even know the price of the bounty? Hannibal, dog. Like, bro, what did you think was gonna happen? You should just left. Jesus Christ. I hate this, man. I hate this. Dude, you knew he was on your ass. You could have left while you had the chance. Well, I don't think anything could have gone differently than Hannibal wanted to this night. Come on, bro. Come on. Why would you turn your back at Hannibal? This dude is so evil, he's literally eating an apple.
Senor Patsy. Take a deep breath while you can.
While you can.
Have you told anyone at the Questura about me? Is that a no?
Maybe Jack is calling him.
Inspector Pazzi. My name is Alana Bloom. You don't know me, but I know your benefactor.
Hello, Alana.
Wow.
I'm afraid the inspector is otherwise occupied.
Wow.
Nice to hear your voice.
Alana, now he knows you're involved.
Bowels in or bowels out?
Lord have mercy.
Out, I think.
That same knife. God. Is that Jack? Round 2? Jack whooped that ass if you catch him, bruh.
Did you get my note?
That is so interesting that Hannibal killed him right at his place of work. So that means he's done here. Like, he's done here because I'm like, this is very sloppy. Doing it at his place of work. He's not wearing his Hannibal suit. There's prints on the guy's phone that he used to talk to Alana. Like, very, very sloppy. That must only mean he's done here and he's leaving. God, he got him, then hanged him? And the gravity from the drop just threw everything out. Jeez. This guy. Ah, took his shoes off.
Just enough.
Hey, Jack has learned a thing or two. This man took his shoes off and put on some music for sound. I think this is one of my favorite things in like cinema, when someone's style gets used on them, like a taste of their own medicine. Boy, the way Jack creeped up behind him, oh my days. Oh my days. That was tight. That was tight. Round 2. This is Sparta. This up, Jack. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hang that. Oh yeah. Him up. What's up, Gus? Mess him up. Thank you.
Brought Bella back from death and he returned her to it. Is that where you're taking me, Jack?
Thank you. Jack, don't slip up. Keep applying pressure. What's up, buddy? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is so cathartic, man. Restrain him, my guy. Restrain him. He's still very dangerous. Oh, my guy trying to finish the job. He's gonna use that guy. Jack, go finish him. Go, go, go. See, it is that bull right there, Jack. Like, why are you not running down there to whoop that ass? Oh, that was so good. That's so good. That was so good. That's so good. Yeah, that was for Abigail. That was for all of them. God, I wish that went on longer. That's for Patsy. Everybody. What an episode. Man, Jack. Well, Jack wasn't expecting it. I think Jack was trying to finish him off by like kicking him off the window, but there was a body there to catch his fall. Great episode. Holy shit. And I love that Jack didn't say a word until the end when he said alive. Rest in peace to Inspector Ronaldo Pazzi. I'm sure his wife is worried as hell, and she's going to go find her husband like that. Crazy. Still have no idea why she kicked William off the train. I can only conclude that she wanted Hannibal for herself. Kind of soften him up with a kiss before freaking yeeting him off the train. The way Hannibal just casually picked up the phone and just said hello to Alana. Now her cover is, well, don't call it much of a cover, but like now she knows, now Hannibal knows that she's working with Mr. Pigface. Man, that was so satisfying. The way Jack, oof. Yeah, I will watch some of that ass whooping again. It was so good. And I love the music that's also playing. This is one of them Thanos moments, like you should have gone for the head. Cause now you have Hannibal like still alive. I'm sure Bedelia is going to nurse him to health. Woo! Morpheus was on that shit. Love it. Love it.